Well, I'm joined now by Sami Al-Arian, Director of Islam and Global Affairs at Istanbul Sabahattin Zaim University. Thank you very much indeed for your time, Sami. We'll come to the wider diplomatic process in just a moment. But first of all, in terms of this attack on Hezbollah, how big a blow do you think this will be? And to what extent will it diminish their ability to engage with Israeli forces?
I think not at all. I think what it is that it is a setback, obviously. Israel has been trying from day one to stop Hezbollah from being a supportive to the efforts in trying to shut down this war. Hezbollah has said that he is, talking about the Secretary General, he's engaged in this war in order to stop the Gaza genocide. Israel has added one of its major objectives of this war to return back the people who have to leave the north. We're talking about tens of thousands of Israelis who had to evacuate because of Hezbollah efforts. And what Israel has been trying to do is to try to stop the Hezbollah efforts, and this is one way to do it. But I think they have failed so far, and I don't think this is going to make any difference.
Do you think this attack is a prelude to what could be a broader operation by Israeli forces to try and take advantage, perhaps, of Hezbollah's diminished capability?
I don't think it's been diminished considerably. I mean, we're talking about tens of thousands of fighters. For them to impact, a lot of these people are civilians. They are in the logistics rather than being fighters. Fighters do not.
But it certainly, Sami, has affected their ability to communicate with each other and to be able to trust in their communications.
I'm not sure about that. I think these are new shipments that have been given to, again, a few thousand of their people. I think Hezbollah has the ability to communicate in so many other ways, but that's not the point. The point here is the dynamics taking place. The dynamics taking place is Israel has been trying to shut down Hezbollah, and it cannot have a war without the United States. The United States has said it's not going to engage in any offensive operations. And what Israel is trying to do is to provoke and intimidate both Hezbollah and Iran in trying to have a wider war, provided that America would join. And since America is not going to join, and apparently Hezbollah and Iran are not interested in having a major war with Israel, there will have to be a response. But that response would be also calculated the way it was done a few weeks ago when they hit the 8,200 unit building in Tel Aviv. Apparently, there were casualties, even though Israel didn't say anything about it, but European intelligence has said that they lost 22 officers and 74 injured.
The United States has been trying to put some diplomatic efforts into the region, particularly in this particular part between Lebanon and Israel, in the hopes of avoiding a wider war. Could this be the spark, though, that could escalate things into a larger conflict?
I mean, that's what the United States says, but the United States is acting more as a complicit and partner. Yes, it doesn't want to widen this war, apparently, for many reasons, including for electoral reasons. But I think it hasn't been able also to restrain Israel from doing these kind of acts. This is an act not of a state, of a criminal syndicate, to go and after thousands of people throughout the nation is only calculated to have a fear factor, a scare factor, scare tactic, and also it's more like a terrorist organization than a state.
Sami, we'll leave it there. Thank you very much, though, indeed, for your analysis and for coming on the news. Our pleasure to talk to you today.